Hello, this is Pastor Robert with Changing Your Globe. That's right, Changing Your Globe today. We want to see how you can be able to bring the change that you need in your life, in where you are, in your personal life, in your family, in your business, if you're a student, in your studies, wherever you are. So this is a Changing Your Globe, and I'm glad you are watching me today. Okay, now I want to share something with you that most people do not understand. Why sometimes your life can be encountering resistance, and what do you do when that comes? Sometimes people think because I am a good person, the world will treat me the same way I'm treating other people. And that is why many people get disappointed and frustrated when they do good and well to others, and then they are paid the wrong way. You're thinking, I wake up every morning, I go to work, I am committed, I am hardworking, and then when you look around, people that are being promoted in your company, you are not among those people, and you're wondering what is it that I'm doing wrong. Sometimes it could be there, but most of the times I want to share with you something briefly today. Listen to this. Life, the whole of life dealings, okay? Every morning you wake up and you dress up and you go to work and you go to that company and you go to that business and you go to that office and you go to school and you go to that university. Every morning you dress up and you do that. You are stepping into a fight. You're stepping into an arena where you are resisting that which does not want you to have the life that you desire. You see, life is about goals and dreams and visions that we have in our hearts, that you look at this life and you're like, man, I want to have that life. That is what I'm pursuing. I want my life to be of this value to others. I want to be able to achieve this and achieve that at such a time, at such an age, at such a timeline, and we do set those things in our lives. But sometimes as we go through life dealings, things begin to show up here, others begin to show up here, things that you've not planned for. That is why there is a whole lot of a difference between what's called theory and practice. Theory and practice. That's why almost every nation now, every country now, they're trying to revise their education, curriculum, and how they are training and teaching students right from kindergarten to primary and high school and college and university and those vocational schools in between. Because and when you go, I love the military, because when you go to the military, then I don't know, some countries, but in many military trainings, they try to create environments that are close to what you can be expecting and what you can be going to get at the battlefield. So they don't just sit you in a classroom and then they teach you about theories of war, and they teach you about the great commanders of war, and they tell you the history. Though they do that, they don't just tell you about Cold War and World War I and World War II and all of those things and then just ends there. No, they literally, and this depends from nation to nation according to their capacity to accommodate that, because some of it is expensive, but they literally recreate a scenario, of how the war would look like, of how the battlefield would look like. Okay, when you study about the birds training, that is basic underwater demolition, okay, trainings, when you study about that, you begin to appreciate what those men and women go through. So listen to me, life is a resistance. Not this life, the whole of your life, okay, is a resistance against the forces that do not desire the life that you are wanting in your life. Did you catch that? So here's the thing now. So they are forces, and some of these forces are visible, some of these forces are not visible. Some of them, you can even say this person and that person. It is sad that today we live in a world where somebody can tell you, and I've met many of them, probably it is you or a friend who can tell you, what, my life was good, I was doing well, I was just, life was really good, and then I met this person. And then I went to my job at this company, and then I met this colleague at work, and then I met this friend who may be this whatever. People meet people, and their lives begin to turn around for the worse, and that's terrible. That shouldn't really be. People are supposed to meet us. I'm supposed to meet you. You are supposed to meet me, and I make your life better, and you make my life better as well. You understand? So we kind of lift each other up. I push you forward as you push me forward. I compliment you as you compliment me. Now, that is the ideal society. That is supposed to be the ideal communities and the ideal nations where we live in, but sadly that is not the case. So you hear of many things. It's sad. Even in marriages, you hear the man saying, ever since I married this girl, and my life just took a different twist down. And the girl can tell you the same thing. From the day I got to meet this man, my life just got off the course. But why would that happen? Because essentially, all relationships, hear this, all relationships are supposed to be helping you achieve your goal, helping you come to your dreams and visions effortlessly, come to them quick and fast. You understand? So, and listen to this. You must be careful to look and examine and analyze the relationships you're in. Are they driving you to your goal? Are they driving you to your visions? Are they helping you? Now, hear me, don't get me wrong here. Sometimes we have, not everybody is supposed to really to be pushing us, forward. Sometimes we have those that are below us, you get the point, and we have to pour into them, and we have to be a blessing to them. We have those people in our lives. But even then, even though that is there, and this person will never be able to give you anything, physically anything, you think. But even at that stage, there is, while they are in that position of not having so much, all right, because of life, because you see, there is everything in life, there are seasons and times for everything. So while they might be there and they seem not to be life, they're still going through a stage of struggling and finding themselves. Maybe they're in between jobs and they're lacking here and they're here, and they call you from time to time, and you bail them out and you help them here and you help them there. Because again, we have to be careful. There are people that have said, make sure you only have friends who are giving into your life. Now, there's something wrong with that, because the question is, are you sure that all the people that are wanting you in their life, it is you that is giving into them? Certainly not. There are people that you want to be in their circle because you want to learn something from them. You see, you want to associate with that group, with that individual, because when you look at their lives, man, it inspires you. It pushes you to believe more. It pushes you to work more. It pushes you not to give up. You are not giving them anything, you understand? But you want to be associated with them. You want to be in their group. You want to be in their company. So it is wrong for people to think you'll only relate with those that are adding value to you, physically and directly. Now, all of humanity, even the mad guy on the street whom you every day you pass by as you drive by to go to work, drive by to go shopping, and there is a guy on the corner, you drop a few coins in the bucket, okay? Even to such a fella that you think, their life is depending on you. I'm telling you, life is amazing. You are also, you can learn something from that man. You can learn something from that woman. You see how life is. Okay, so having said that, let me go on to this now. So we have people that come into our lives and suddenly life goes down. But that shouldn't be the case. Your life and my life It should be our mission. And that is what we say, changing your globe. Man, you change your workplace. Man, you change your community. You change your church. You change your household. You change your family. You change your school. You change your university. You are there and man, you show up and people come alive. You show up and you can't go unnoticed. Refuse to be in a place and you go unnoticed. Now, I'm not saying you show up and you want to be seen. No, but there's what they call being silent, yet at the same time you can be felt. So it's not about just showing up and you want to push your way and you always want to be seen. No. I'm saying that you work on your life, that you never show up. Today I was talking to a group of people. I was from a business symposium today, and I was speaking to them and I was telling them, look here. Everybody in life is looking for acceptance. People are looking to be loved. I'm telling you. You may say otherwise. You might tell me, no, Pastor Robert, me, I'm okay. I'm okay. No. You may not be aware of it in your consciousness right now, but let me tell you, it is in human nature for us to be loved, for us to be accepted, for people to receive us, for people to believe in us. That is why you try to put down a little child and try to abuse the kid and try to tell the kid, you damn thing. Little as at 5 years, at 6 years, the kid will rise up trying to say, no, I'm not that. Why? Because it is not in human nature to crush down another human being. So when we find it is in our design to be drawn to those who believe in us, to be drawn to those who accept us, who like us, it's in human nature. First of all, it is in all living creatures, but when it comes to the human being, it's even more, it's more established. You get it? So whether you know it in your mind or you don't, but it's true. So the world out there is looking for women, is looking for men. There are many men that are looking for a girl to marry. I'm telling you. You could be listening to me and you're not married, but there is many men that are looking for a good woman to marry. And you're saying, but I'm a good woman. Where are these men? Okay, if you're good, if you're a good woman, then I'm here to tell you, wait on a little bit. The good man is going to show up. All right. So men all over, people are looking for people to work with that can really be trusted. That's how life is. Okay. Now, though having said all of these things, you understand, life is full of forces of darkness, full of forces. Even our very people, our very close friends, your family, could be your colleagues, could be whatever it is, that are standing in the way of the life that you desire. Do you know how many people have lost jobs because a colleague of theirs spoke ill concerning them? Do you know how many people have been demoted, have been taken back, deported to their home countries because it came, the rumor and the information came from somebody very close to them? Do you know how many people have lost marriages because of a friend that is close who went and spoke stuff that was not true? Things happen. That's what I'm telling you. Life is a fight. You wake up every morning, refuse, dig your heel in the sand and say no. Dig your heel in the sand, not in the sand, but in the sand, in the ground, and say no. Refuse to alter the action of your life. Refuse to alter the course of your action. Refuse. Stay on course. Do not give up. We've got many people that are committing suicide. We've got many people that are in homes, mental cases. Why? Stress is way too much because things are happening left, right, and center and all over us. Life is war. Life is a fight. Yes, I know some people, they could have got, maybe they were born with a silver spoon in their mouths, and life to them, life is easy. But on average, generally speaking, life, you've got to put on a fight. Fight for your life. Fight for the good life you want to have. Yes, you could say, man, Pastor Robert, I'm getting old. I am 40 years now. I'm 35. I'm 50 years. Even at 50, things can turn around. Refuse. And when you refuse, the world knows how to give way. The world knows how to give room when a man is focused, when a man is determined. Listen, because what you sow is what you reap. When you sow determination, when you put in determination, when you put in commitment, when you put in focus, when you put in, your mind is put on a thing and refuse to give up, trust me, you're going to reap greatness. That's it. You're going to reap greatness when you are determined and you are focused and you keep on pushing. It's going to work. It's going to work. Listen, as I finish, it's on data. Research has it. So many businesses and relationships and things are failing because of the number one thing is persistence. I love the story of the Wright brothers, the guys that came up with the airplane, in the 1900s, in the early 1900s. They began working on it around towards the end of the 1800s. They had a wonderful. I'll do another message just for those guys, the Wright brothers. Orville and Wilbur, Orville and Wilbur, with the father who was a bishop. Bishop Wilbur was their daddy. The man was a man of faith. The man was a believer. He believed in God. He was actually a church leader. That's why I tell people, men, I read many books, but at the same time, I spend so much time in the Bible. There is nothing powerful like the Word of God. Okay, so make sure you get time to get in the Bible. But something about those guys, the Wright brother, that was Orville and Wilbur. Something interesting. These guys had so many failures as they were trying to work, on the innovations of the airplane. But even in their own lives, their mother was sick and later died. I mean, she was an invalid, always bedridden. But they broke through all of that. These guys even didn't have high school level. They didn't achieve high school level, but they pushed through every resistance. Imagine the days when there was no WhatsApp, there was no Instagram, there was no Twitter, there was no Facebook. The world was dark, but they pushed through, and they made the airplane what it is today. Today, you and I are able to fly from one continent to another, from one city to another, from one country to another, because of those guys, the Wright brothers. They refused, even after failing, they refused to give up. Refuse. Dig your heels in the sand, knowing that every time you wake up, you are putting on a fight against those forces and the people out there who do not want you to have the life that you desire. All right, it's been Pastor Robert at Changing the Globe. Stay listening to us and watching all the episodes coming up, and trusting your life will not remain the same. So step out today, go change